Hi, I'm Selena Jacobs. I'm the Managing Director of KSM Chemical Solutions. So we are situated in the Free State in Sasolburg, specifically in Naledi Industrial Park, and we are in the manufacturing sector. So the company was established in 2015, and at that stage we were in the incubation process. We were incubated for a period of 6 months, and then we decided to take a leap of faith in basically just going out there and establishing an independent company. Yeah, and now we are 6 years later and we have a proper manufacturing facility. We were initially incubated by Sasol for a period of 6 months, and after the 6 months process, my partner and I decided to take a step of faith, and in doing so we then basically just went out and started our own manufacturing company. We initially started producing a range of eco-friendly cleaning products. The reason for that is we had decided that we would basically separate ourselves from the normal chemicals. So we decided to diversify, and in doing so we managed to obtain a few contracts from very reputed companies. One of the international companies being Sasol, which then had given us an open door to just bigger opportunities. We were in a much fortunate position as my partner and I obviously quit our jobs. I would say the first 3 years of any business is always difficult, because that's the growth phase. But once you pass the third year, that's when you start to see your profit margins increasing. As any small company or small business, you do experience the first 3 years is normally the toughest. We had challenges in terms of not being able to have proper equipment to enable us to manufacture full force, and in doing so being able to produce maximum capacity. But then I had approached Seda, and I had met with Julian, who was one of our business specialists. Julian basically took us and assisted us and nurtured us, and giving us the support that we needed from a business point of view, where Seda had come on board and assisted us to finance us by allowing us to purchase the equipment that you currently see now. Unemployment rate that we're experiencing, especially here in the Free State, which was also just impacted on a much higher scale due to COVID. We would like to be one of the first black industrialists here in the Free State to be able to just open up our doors and employ more staff. There was no way that a small business like us could afford the rent. But at that stage, I just knew in my heart that something was going to happen. We were very concerned and very worried, because we did not know whether the banks were going to approve a small company such as ourselves. Yeah, God was good to us, and in doing so, we were able to obtain 2 bakkies, and basically those 2 bakkies was basically what built the business, that helped to build the business. Basically, Seda also came on board to help us to be able to become better business mentors in our business, assisting us with the business coaching program, which we did for a period of 11 months. And due to that, I was graduated last year, and having that immense opportunity even to use it in my business is something that any small business would need. Acquiring those tanks, we were then able to secure a contract with one of the biggest restaurants in South Africa. And then that's what led us into being very innovative, and we had decided that we were going to use used cooking oils that would then get transferred into biodiesel.
My name is Kelvin Jacobs. I'm the co-owner of KSM Chemical Solutions. My part basically entails the operational side of the business, making sure that we go from product to customer and servicing the customer. It's important for us to do planning maybe a week ahead of time, just to know what the schedule would be like for next week. That's also to accommodate any other customers, just to manage them as well, our day-to-day customers. All the requirements that we had for that week would have been met in terms of all the resources with regards to raw chemicals, packaging, etc., etc. So I must just make sure the guys are ready for the day by just having a discussion with them and making sure that they can do the proper production for the day. So we essentially were focusing mainly on cleaning products, the eco-friendly cleaning products like my partner alluded to, but on a smaller scale. And then also there was the other part of the business with regards to biodiesel manufacturing. So we had to adapt very quickly last year in terms of refocusing the business to supply the market with the required product at that stage, which was the sanitizer. Over 1 million liters of hand sanitizer that was produced right here by the team with the facility right behind me. So I think we've done quite well. I think there was an unusual demand of not just hand sanitizer, but with regards to packaging as well. I mean, you could go into any plastic manufacturing company last year in 2020. They could not give you a spray container or a spray bottle because everyone was making hand sanitizer. And those are the type of things that we've used normally for our products, but because of the big demand, you had to look for other suppliers that can meet the same demand. There was a big backlog with regards to 1 liter bottles with a hand nozzle as well. So we had to come up with other ways of doing things. Obviously the packaging that we did for the specific customer, Sasol, we negotiated that we'd rather do the 25-liter containers for them. What's critical with the sanitizer testing before we send it to a certified lab is that we do internal testing. This is one of the alcohol meters that we have internally, apart from the density and peroxide testing. So it must tell me exactly what's the percentage of alcohol that's in the specific batch that we've prepared. You can see there's an indicator there that says 80. That's what the target is. We normally, the specification specifies 75%, nothing less than 75. If it's 75, it fails. The samples are then labeled as well accordingly and taken to the lab by one of our drivers. Yeah, the plan is obviously the next step for us would be, we've had a big learning curve. There was a big demand for hand sanitizer last year, and we could to a certain degree manage it, but it was not efficient enough. So we came up with a system of, instead of filling 1 bottle at a time, we multiplied that by 10. So we could do 10, 25 liters at one stage. So I think from a customer perspective, we ensure that you're not just buying a product from us, you get the peace of mind that the product is up to quality, it's been lab certified, and providing that we also give you a service with regards to customer satisfaction. If you encounter any issues, you're welcome to come back to us and we make sure that things will be rectified, but I can guarantee you we make sure once the product leaves the factory, you'll be satisfied as a customer.
I would personally like to extend a hand of gratitude to Seda that has really just been there, has been a support system. I would also like to thank our other bigger stakeholders. Thank you for also just giving us the opportunity and for trusting us, trusting our product, trusting our brand. If you'd like to contact us, you may do so by visiting our website on www.ksmchemicalsolutions.co.za, or alternatively, you can contact us on 074 703 8000. You can also get us on Facebook as well as Instagram. Innovate, quality and community.